Alright, what's going on, guys? It's with the dance number here. We're doing a second video for Rockley Smile because my first video, the audio levels were all messed up, and you know what? He deserves more than that because he's delivered thousands upon thousands of hours of quality content to me through his Twitch stream, through his YouTube, any impressions, you name it. Love the guy. Anyways, I'm doing what I can to pay back. I'm a extremely hardcore, intense gamer. I love Overwatch. I love competitive FPS games. I'm a high rank in Quake, 1v1 duels. I love Overwatch as far as that's concerned. I've hit Grandmaster, Top 500, Master, you name it. I've been there. Team Fortress 2. I've been in ESEA Invite. So with that, I've got some experience. I'm able to talk about this sort of stuff. I understand what's going on. So we've got an attack gameplay on Volskaya Industries for you, and we're going to start with just looking at the team comp because there's a lot to talk about just by talking about the team comp here. So we're going to start off with our tanks. We've got Orisa, we've got Roadhog. Those two tanks have an incredible synergy with each other, and if you're running an Orisa and you're not running a Roadhog, you're probably doing it wrong because those two work incredibly well together. And what I mean by that is Orisa's got Halt, her right-click ability. It shoots that green orb out. That green orb, when she hits right-click a second time, it sucks everyone in. But what's nice about that, Roadhog can see that orb, and as soon as he sees the apex of that orb, and everyone gets sucked in, he can throw a hook in there. And it doesn't matter who's in there. He's going to hit someone, and they're going to get hooked in. Those two tanks, they work well together. Moira, not a bad healer in any situation. She's more close range, and she does need some space in order to regenerate her healing, and she's going to need that right click to regen her healing. So overall, she's an okay pick. Once you get to the higher levels, and I'm talking GM plus, that's when Moira becomes a little bit less useful, but for now we'll say Moira's a good choice. We've got Genji. Now we're looking at Genji, and we're trying to look at the synergies for him. So right now, as far as I can see, we've got Roadhog, close range brawler, Orisa, close range brawler, Moira, close range brawler, Mei, close range brawler, Zenyatta, mid range brawler, and then Genji, close range or distance flanker, close range brawler. So what that means is Genji's the odd man out. Now Genji, with the orb from Zenyatta, the Harmony orb, he's going to do big things. He's going to be able to take advantage of the enemy team. If the enemy team, say maybe their healer gets discorded or something, he's going to be able to get in there, do some extreme damage. That said, he's going to be far away from his team at all times. So you have to keep that in mind when you're playing this team comp. That Genji's not typically going to be with you, and you're almost going to be fighting a 6v5, with the exception that Genji is going to be pulling some eyes towards himself. If he's in the back lane fighting the enemy team, that's when you've got space to fight. Now we've got Zenyatta. He's a hero who's always good. No matter what team composition you have, Zenyatta is great. He's got Transcendence, which is one of the best ultimates in the game. Can save your team from almost any bad situation, minus an incredible Ana nade or an incredible Reinhardt, Winston shield, something like that that's going to block that healing. And then Discord Orb is the best single ability in the game. I will say that till the end of time. Discord Orb is amazing. Any enemy that is discorded is guaranteed to die as long as your team shoots at it. And then we've got Mei, who's a close range brawler, who's got a couple tricks up her sleeve. So she is synergistic with Orisa and Roadhog in that she can set up walls in such a way that she's going to block damage from the enemy team, as well as she's going to cut off certain angles. So maybe Orisa wants to hit a halt from a kind of a cheeky spot on a healer or something. Mei can set up that wall that's going to block the enemy team off. Mei is also good at close range brawling, which will synergize well with the Genji as long as she's close to him, because she can freeze the enemy, and then Genji's going to do his extremely high burst damage, kill the enemy before Mei can finish saying hiya. Or she's going to do long range right click damage, which is going to assist with maybe perhaps the Zenyatta Discord Orb or the Roadhog hooking an enemy. So Mei's not a bad pick. May's always kind of in this weird spot where she's not optimal, she's not bad. So I know you like May a lot, Nick. She's a great hero. She's not always optimal. People are going to flame you for playing May. Please be ready for that, because she's not meta. She's not a hero that's always going to be played. I can't stress that enough. That said, she's not a bad hero. She works in every situation as long as you learn to control her right click, because her biggest weakness is inconsistency in her damage. If you can get good with her right click and hit enemies with that, you've mitigated all of her weaknesses all at once. Now let's get this game started. Let's see what we've got here.
Kind of the same as Reinhardt, actually. Like, I don't really get how to play as him, even though I've tried a couple times.
If you guys hear me muting myself or coughing during this match, I apologize, by the way. I've got a really bad cold right now that I'm hoping I get through soon, but it might interrupt the video a little bit here.
Today, actually.
Let's get these chill beats tuned up just a little bit, just a little bit.
Brigitte?
Yeah, Brigitte's name it's challenging for everybody. I can't blame you for that one. All right, so during the setup phase, this is kind of a minor thing, but what I like to do, if I notice my team's in voice chat, which by the way you can check, you press you press the P button on your keyboard, you can see who's in voice chat. I like to just make a light joke or crack a small entrance with my team. Anything positive that you can say to your team to bring them into a healthy mental state is going to help you win the match. Now that sounds completely ridiculous, but this is a team game. You're playing with 5 other humans on your team who all share the same goal, and if you've got them in a positive mood, that's going to help you big time. So we're pushing. We've immediately lost our Moira and a Roadhog to a Bastion. Now at this point, that's a nice wall to save yourself. What you want to do is try and find some health. Run back towards your spawn, or like you're doing, hide. That's not bad. If you can freeze a Zarya and kill her, that's a great option there. The Lucio came in and saved, which kind of sucks, but you're trying. Right here, what I would be doing though is just chilling out a little bit. Try and get yourself some space. Your team's down. You did do some freeze damage there, which was good, but to be honest, if the other team had a little bit more aggression in them, you would have been dead and you wouldn't have gotten anything out of that. So the other team's down a Reaper and a Diva. Your Zenyatta's popping off. So what you want to do here is take some space. Go towards the point for sure. You want to get on the capture and just maintain a position. When you're playing a map like this on 2CP, the point is the most important thing in the game. Yes, kills are great. The point is what wins matches. I love this free on the Bastion. The freeze, sorry. That's very good. Take care of him. Don't waste time with those right clicks. Your teammates are all surrounding you. You freeze him, he dies. You don't need to do the damage. That guy's becoming a statue. Good stuff, Nick. Alright, so you've got 6 up. You're 80% ult charge. I'd like to be seeing you hit tab just to see where your teammates are at right now for ult charge, because if I asked you right now in genuine honesty, what is your ult percentage for your teammates, you probably couldn't tell me accurately. So hit that tab button, find out where they're at. That's going to help you big time to figure out how you're going to take this point. So your Moira's in. Junkrat's killed the Reinhardt. That's huge. You want to be in there taking space right now. The enemy team has used their Lucio ult, so they're trying to stay alive right now. Play it a little passive, about 5 seconds, and then you're good. You're in the clear. You've got your ult. That's a beautiful ult. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. I love it. Hello. Get in on that Orisa. Get behind her shield. I legitimately have nothing to give you on that point because you played that exactly how you needed to. That is awesome. Keep that up. That is exactly how you're supposed to take that fight. Throw up a wall right here, though. In the situation where that Bastion is a monster, he kills all of you. It's unlikely, especially, you know, in mid-silver, but it can happen. That was a possibility. So as May, you've got that ability. You've got that ice wall. When you're capturing the final objective like that, find a spot where you're going to block off the other team from coming to fight the point. Do it preemptively and make sure that they're not coming to you guys. That's incredibly important. Alright, so it looks like we're going to stick with the same team composition on defense here, which, you know what? You guys did it. You played really well together, so I'm not going to criticize that at all. You did well.
I think I was like, my mind was drifting.
And that's something you should keep in mind as well. When you play good, own it. Absolutely own that. Because you deserve that win. Whenever you play well, whenever your team's gelling together, that is an incredible thing, and you should hold that dearly to you. Because that's important. That's important in the team game. Congratulate your teammates. Say, we did it, guys. Great work. Let's do this next round. All of these things are important to winning in the grand scheme of things. Keep your team pumped up. Keep them positive. That's 100% going to keep you guys in the grand scheme of winning the match. If you don't say anything, that's okay too, but it's not going to give the same effect as saying, like you did, great job, team. That's going to help you guys out. All right, so we're moving into the next round here. You're kind of looking, seeing where you can place your wall. That's not a bad idea. And that wall right there, I don't want to be a dick, but that wall didn't really do anything. One thing you want to keep in mind, by the way, incredible fucking freeze on that diva. Nice ice block as well to block the Brigitte bash.
Shit, I just needed to buy time there.
I like all of what you've done there. You should break your wall with the E button though, so you can start fighting her again immediately, because she's no longer a threat after she's used her bash.
Damn, I actually thought I had that kill.
That said, he did a lot of good things there. That first wall was a little sketch because he kind of threw it out of nowhere. The freeze on the diva was awesome. The kill on the diva was awesome. The initial freeze on the Brigitte was awesome. And the damage on her was awesome. But that wall right after you started to fight her was good to block her initial damage. But immediately after that, you should cancel your wall by pressing E a second time and then continue to fight her, because she's used her cooldown, her most important one, the shield bash. And once that's gone, you're ready to fight again. Alright, so the enemy team's got a Pharah. This is going to be a little tricky for your team composition. You don't really have anyone that's good at dealing with Pharah. That's a nice ice wall there. Your team's mostly down. All you want to be doing there is trying to... excuse me. At least as May is trying to control the space, stay alive as long as you can, and hope that you've distracted the other team enough to do some damage to kill them. Alright, 2-1, 6:14 on the clock for the other team. You get it lower than 5-11 and you stand a fighting chance here, so we're doing okay. With them having a Pharah and you having to make Genji, you're in a bad spot as far as that goes. That wall was poorly placed. That's going to come with time though. I can't fault you for that, because that's a mechanical skill that you're going to practice and get better at. You knew what you were doing there, so I can't blame you for that. That was still the right decision. Good job freezing those guys. I'm really hoping your teammates heal you here a little bit. Very, very, very incredible freeze there. I love it. Try and freeze that Mercy. Nice, she's down. That's exactly what you want to do with May's ult. In the middle of that chaos, in the middle of that gritty, that tough fight, when that May ult sneaks out in that dirty little spot where the Diva's not going to eat it, the Zarya's not going to block it, the Mercy's not going to shift away, that's beautiful. That's poetry right there. I love it. Keep that up. This, great idea. Block that Diva off. She's stuck there. Freeze her before she remexes. There you go. Beautiful play. That's exactly what you want to do. Now careful, you have no wall on cooldown. Alright, you've ice blocked yourself. Get that wall up. Get that wall up. Cut him off. 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 Alright. What you needed to do there. Okay. So that was a sick kill on that Brigitte. But ideally what you would have done there, and this is a criticism on top of an incredibly good play, which was backed up by your Arisa and your Zenyatta helping you out a lot. On an individual level, what would work out to assist you in that situation is to set up a wall behind the enemy team while doing exactly what you did there. So everything you did there was good, but you set up a wall to split them up there so that the odds of the enemy team punishing you and killing you for being in that tough spot are significantly reduced. All in all, you did the right thing though. Your play was correct. There's just more you can add on top of it, is all. Good damage on the diva. If you demech her, you get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Don't die here. Don't die for this. Don't die for this. Put a wall up, block, whatever you need to do. Once you get that diva out of her mech, she's half a hero. She's nowhere near as good as she normally is. Her ultimate is gone. Her only ability to ult is to get back into her mech. And that little pistol, sure, it does damage, but it needs a good line of sight. So that's good that you got out of there. Great wall on that Zarya, keeping her blocked out. I love it. That's how you play Mei on these choke points. Block the other team out, make it hard for them to push. You want to kind of single individuals out. Ooh, he's got those Quake icicles. He's getting in there on the Pharah. Good job on that. Demech the diva. Again, that's a situation where you can split her up. Nice reaction on the Reaper ult to ice block yourself. The Zenyatta heals you up and you're doing good. You're playing well this match, my dude. I'm honestly impressed. I'd say you're playing above your grade. Like, I know you finished in silver, but this is at least gold play right now. So, keep it up. You're doing well.
Oh, of course, I shoot the Zarya shield.
Alright, you got your wall ready. Now, one thing that you'll get used to as you get to a higher rank is you'll be spamming and fighting, and then you'll be able to put that wall up without having to stand here and just wait for it. You'll be able to aim that wall into the correct position without having to kind of hide for it like you're doing. That said, right now, you're still doing it just fine. That Zarya got the health pack, which is a bad thing. You've got your wall up though, so cut yourself off from the other team. Great play. Throw your ult here. Throw your ult behind them, towards their spawn. That's gonna help you out big time. Now, what I'd like to see you do, although that worked out well, is throw your ult behind them just a slight amount. You want to catch them. The end of the ult that you want to catch them with is like the main 20% wants to be towards your side, and then the other 80% wants to be towards their side, so that even if they try to back out, they're in snow cone hell. That said, everything worked out okay. I can't fault you for that again. Good play.
Be confident.
I like the ult. Good job, Traptor. Get in there. Get those icicles. Let's go. Nice job, Nick. All right. Freeze them up. Freeze them up. Throw some right clicks. Get that diva demech. Block yourself. Block yourself.
Oh, no, they got Mei too.
So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. You play Mei, other people might want to play Mei. Just say, you know what, fuck you, I can play Mei as well. It's not necessarily that Mei is a good counter to Mei, but I've recognized that a lot of players like to play Mei as a counter to Mei because it's an ego thing. When another Mei is fighting you like that, be very ready to ice block yourself. Get as much freeze as you can, ice block, which is going to instantly negate the freezing that's happened to you, and then un-ice block and freeze her. You're going to win that fight every time. Alright, be ready with the wall here. That was a good try. That was a good try. Close to your ult. 94. Good right click there. Nice. Got your ult. If you can cut the Zarya off, that's really good. Oh, you know what? Your team took care of her. Alright. 1 second left. What I like to do when there's just a couple seconds left like that, I'm going to throw down my ult regardless of the situation to zone the enemy. In the insane chance that someone on their team is going to do something completely crazy, you've got them zoned out. Alright. We're going to check out one more. I'm in the mood for it. I hope you are enjoying this. You're learning something from this. And if someone else is maybe watching this and you're not Nick, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm going to keep these videos unlisted because I don't intend to gain anything on my channel or anything like this, solely just to help out another person who I consider a friend of mine.
You can cancel all the
To
person
improve with the game because it's something I'm passionate
I
about.
don't think
If any of my friends ask me, hey, what can I do to get better, I'd gladly do this for them. Looks like you grouped up with Bishu and Nemo from the previous game, which not a bad idea. They played well. Bishu was the Junkrat, I believe. I can't remember what Nemo played. I guess the Moira. So we're playing Watchpoint Gibraltar. There's a couple things about this map that are kind of challenging. So Watchpoint Gibraltar has two things that go on with it that are consistent through the whole map.
Like 2 half healers again?
Incredibly long sight lines.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
It's
snipers
worse.
are very, very, very good at Watchpoint. And then
So just look at
changes
that.
in elevation. So heroes like
He's just
Winston
very squishy.
and Diva,
Although his placement is
Genji,
more like Widowmaker, which I can
Hanzo,
appreciate.
Pharah, heroes that can change elevation without an incredible strain on them, are very good here.
Where do you like
So you
main
may
placement
find
goes for this
some
map, by the way?
challenges
Because
playing Mei
I'm
on this
tempted
map
to be
in
up here and
particular.
try and take pot shots, which is the traditional Widow placement, but I don't feel quite like this is right.
However, your team comp's not looking too bad. Again, I would like to see you press tab a little bit more often just to check on your team, but that's okay at the start of the match here.
Wow, I didn't know you could pull from
All right,
that
so
far.
you said it. I don't know. He could pull me that far. That's one thing that'll come with time. Learn the range of the Roadhog. I would have taken that first right click you did, and then after that, I would have been extremely on guard with my shift so I could
Okay.
block the hook. That said, not too bad. You got out of there alive. All right, so
Pick off that
you've got
healer,
two
maybe?
teammates on the lower right there fighting them, brawling it out.
The sniper
You're
would
low
be
on
good
health.
too.
Good job healing yourself. Now, immediately after that, you got to think, what are you going to do to help this Lucio and Moira? They're down there. They're still fighting by
I'm not being
themselves.
very
What are you
helpful
going to do
right
to
now,
help
which
them?
I don't like.
Ideally, you're going to put up a wall to disconnect them from the rest of the
I
enemy
wish I could
team.
get
There's
those
two guys
shots.
on the cart right now below you. If you were to perhaps drop down, set up a wall to disconnect the rest of the enemy team
I know I
from the two
can
on the
get
cart,
them,
and your
but it's
team
not
drop down,
consistent.
you'd win that fight. That said,
Sniper battle.
excuse me, looks like you took care of that. Good job taking care of the
I don't
turret.
know if that was the
Fill
best use
yourself
of all
up.
my HP.
Now, if you look at that card, it's still rolling around. They got 4 times on there. You're at 75% ult now. So what I would do is just play a little bit cheeky here. Try and do some spam damage, whatever you can to get yourself up to 100%.
Okay.
Hold shift, hold shift.
Yeah, that's fair
Alright.
enough. Really didn't
That
think
Ana
of
hit a
that
banger of
either.
a sleep. I'm gonna give you a bit of advice here. You probably wouldn't. No, you would not have survived that. I'll guarantee you that. What you can do though is if you're holding down an ability button, it will trigger the very exact frame. Like I'm talking frame perfect speedrunner style stuff that it's ready to go. So if you're holding shift there and maybe that Ana her
like
her,
that
her
position.
first dart didn't kill you or second and
Easy
needed a
pickoff
second
from
one,
the choke point all the way
you're
like
gonna
that.
ice block immediately with zero delay whatsoever, and that's an incredible skill that not a lot of players have. Good job ice blocking that to save yourself. What I would suggest is if you've got that much time before it, try and get a ice wall up to block your teammates off and then ice block.
Be dead.
Regardless, you kept yourself up, which is not bad. Now, once you've got that diva frozen in a fight like this, and you know she's not going to eat your
Oh my God,
ultimate,
the diva that
I would
doesn't
throw down
die.
your ultimate. Diva's the biggest counter to Mei as far as
I
the
know
enemy
what
team
happened
comp
there,
is
but
concerned,
I
because she
guess
can
I
eat your ult.
should
You
prioritize
throw ult,
the
if she's
Moira
holding right click,
in that
your ult is
case.
gone. In that situation, as soon as she was frozen, you hit Q, there's a chance that you freeze 5 people, your team gets respawned, you fight them, you win the fight. That said, you've got your ult for this fight. Help your Orisa out. Put up a wall, put up a wall, put up a wall, put up a wall. Alright, so what you, as I repeated multiple times there, you should have
And
thrown
again.
up one of your walls there to block the Diva Bomb damage. Yes, Orisa had a shield, but that shield has limited HP. Maze Wall can block
Take advantage of
1
that.
trillion
I tend to
percent
ult
of
and die
damage
a lot, which is really not great.
if it's all at once,
I'd love to be
which
there
is
to get the
incredible.
headshots.
And then Arisa's shield would have still been there afterwards. With that Mei ult, unfortunately, that was just bad. Your whole team was dead. You threw that ult out as a Hail Mary. You're like, oh shit, I'm getting, there's dudes all over the place. I'm gonna hit like 6 of them if I hit this ult. It's gonna be sick. But the follow-up effect is you weren't alive, your teammates weren't alive after you had thrown the ult and frozen all those guys to do the damage. This play right here was good. You stayed behind that tram cart to dodge the Bob, and then you did the damage as far as freezing, to take care of the Moira, or sorry, the Ashe and the Roadhog, and you guys won that team fight there. Now, we took down a turret, so Torb doesn't have his turret for a little bit. You can take him out, no problem. So they're down 1 right now. It's a 6v5. Your Lucio ulted. Okay, right now you need to be getting in. Bad time to ice block. I think it was reflexive because you heard some damage. Again, no problem. Good ult. Maybe aimed it a little weirdly. Maybe would have thrown it to the left a little bit towards the door over there on the left. But regardless, that's not a bad idea. When you're in one of those chaotic fights and throw that ult out like that, that's a good call. I'd do something similar and not feel bad about it. Now, what you're doing right now, standing still on top of this box, is a recipe to die extremely quickly. You notice how you got to 12 health there before you ice blocked. The other team had a Widowmaker or an Ashe who gave a shit. You're dead. Now, with a Diva Bomb, that also brought you extremely low on health. Remember, your ice wall blocks all damage. Something like that's coming at you, coming at your teammates. Throw that ice wall down. Press E, press left click. Even if you're not confident that you're gonna hit it and make it correct, try it as fast as you can. Get that ice wall out there and see if you can save yourself and save your team. And if you don't, be ready on that shift button to save yourself at least. But it's something that you can do quickly in the heat of the moment without much thought. Press E, press left click. It's gonna come out every time. There you go, nice wall. Trap that Moira in there. Another thing with that holding the ability button, like I mentioned previously, whenever a hog hits you in your Mei, hold down shift. The millisecond that you're free to do anything, you're going to ice block, and oftentimes you're playing a Roadhog of lower level. He's not going to hit his left click in time to do damage to you. You're going to block 100% of that damage.
I don't think it was a coincidence that our team last time did fairly well, and then our team now is doing somewhat okay too.
You guys are doing really good here, though. I'd throw your ult. Yep, very good call. That's a good zoning ult. Keep him away from the cart. Nice right click on the hog.
No point.
All right. Not bad. Good defense. That second point is very critical to hold because the next point becomes a lot easier for the attacking. Good job. You're doing well.
That scared me. The round was already over. I was like, no, I'm going to die. All chat gets a less emphatic GR.
All right.
I'll throw it.
I gotta pause this video because I gotta run to the washroom. I also don't edit my videos because I'm a classic Northern Lion fan. Give me 30 seconds. I'll run to the washroom. We'll resume this video. Thank you guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that little break there. Biology calls. You know how it is.
If you let me suck your dick.
I'll throw if you let me suck your asterisk, asterisk, asterisk,
The strange thing to
asterisk.
say.
Okay.
Oh, great.
WTF. I can't say that. That's fucked up, dude. Can we get some black bars on the VOD?
Funny enough,
Someone
I
edit
don't
this
tend to
for
see
me?
this kind of crap going on. I just don't.
Alright.
Weirdly enough.
So, I didn't actually get to see your whole team comp before it started, so I'd love it if you were to press tab for me, so I could see everyone that you've got on your team. So we've got Roadhog, Lucio, Mercy, Bastion. Remember, his team has left the match. Because the match in the next minute 50. Okay, no, he's back. He's back. Okay, let's get. Oh, pause. Okay. So what we're missing immediately is a main tank. You've got an off tank in Bishu. If Nemo doesn't play Reinhardt or Arisa, your team is throwing. Not that it's all on Nemo to do that. I mean, surely you could switch, or anyone else on the team can switch. Just based on the heroes that we have right now, we definitely need a Reinhardt and Arisa. Personally, with the Bastion, I'd prefer the Arisa, so you can set the shield up on top of the cart, do what's called a pirate ship, where you just fly the Bastion and the shield, like the shield is a sail, fly on through the other team, using the halt ability and the Roadhog hooks to put the enemy in bad positions, so your Bastion can do whatever the hell he damn please. That said, let's see what Nemo decides to do. Oh, poor Nemo, he lost connection. He's got Reinhardt, though. That's not bad. I don't hate it. No worries. No worries. We're all friends here.
They're doing it again.
Good job seeing that Widow. You hurt the shit out of that Widow. She's got no health.
Great job.
Good kill, dude.
Back, you idiot.
I love it. Lower rank, or higher rank, that Widow's gonna kill you with a headshot. But that said, higher rank, you're gonna also have a better ability to right click. So things balance out. You win that fight no matter what SR you're at. Good idea there.
With that TNT. You coming back? No.
Alright, so your team's getting all brawly on the cart right now. What I would do is try and set up a wall to the right of where that Ana is right now, and try and cut them off from this fight. See if your team can just win the fight from that virtue alone. You do have multiple picks right now, so the optimal strategy is just to get on that cart and let it roll, because you want to get it up top this hill as much as you can. If your team's got number advantages, as soon as you got it up that hill, the team fight equals out. But if the other team has any sort of advantage whatsoever, they've got permanent high ground when you're climbing that hill.
Who's there?
Alright, you're up top the hill. I'd block off one of these doorways. The doorway to the left or the doorway to the top left with your ice wall. No problem, you're helping your Bastion out. That's a good idea. Freeze the lady. Freeze the Korean. She's been iced.
Not the Strad.
Bastion's helping you out. Get those right clicks. You love it. You love it.
I saw that.
You're half health right now. You're not getting healed. I would top yourself up, to be honest, real quick. Just get yourself juiced up a little bit.
No.
Although there's no immediate danger, it's not bad to get yourself healed up.
No Bob.
I like the freezing of the Bob. As soon as the freeze wears off, throw a wall in front of him between yourself and the Bob, or your team and the Bob. That's gonna cut him off from doing any extra damage. So you freeze him, stop the initial damage. As soon as he's frozen, get that wall up, cut him off. Now, you guys are really close to this win. You got 3 kills. What I would do, as soon as you're ready, drop that ultimate on the capture point. If the enemy team wants to contest, it's frozen. You win. I think you guys got this, though, no matter what. There's no way they're coming back.
I got it, buddy.
Block that door off. That's where the respawners are going to come.
And it's a May.
Just block it off. Block it off. You don't need to kill her. There's no merit in killing this May right now.
Look, I have it
There's
too.
extreme merit in stopping her from fighting anyone on your team. Drop your ult. Drop your ult. We're right there on the control point. All you need to do is drop that ult, and the enemies near it, they're either going to get frozen and die to your team, or they're going to run away from the freeze and stop the capture point from occurring. Regardless, you won the game. You did incredibly well. I'm super proud of you. You did a lot of good things there. Now keep in mind the negatives that I mentioned, because not everything is all roses and not everything is all glory. Even myself, when I'm playing at a very high level, there's mistakes I make constantly. How you fix those is exactly what I'm doing right now. I do this for myself. I watch my own VODs and try and improve. But you know what? It helps to have someone else giving a second opinion. So if this helped you out, I really appreciate it. If you maybe just say, hey, thanks for the review. But regardless, I appreciate all the content you put out. I try and watch as much of it as I can. It kind of keep me grounded a lot of the time, because I feel a lot of the same things you feel as far as the way life treats me. Thank you very much. And to everybody else in the Rock Quarry, if this helped you out at all, or if you want a VOD review, just send me a message on Discord. I'll review anyone, even if you're a higher rank. I'll do what I can to try and let you know what I know. Thank you so much.